Lessman. Andrew has been bringing us incredible supplements for many, many years, since 1979. Oh, by the way, you see the crew in Tent Faves. They kind of come in and out of the... Okay, what's happening? Where are we going? Are we gonna go in the other building? Okay, thank you guys. Hi, it's me, I'm back. Okay, so this is, of course, very popular. Already 10,000 ordered. Is what we're doing is eye support. You have your choice of 4 different sizes. And by the way, we have 2 today specials, so stay tuned because our next item is also from Andrew Lessman. A customer pick on hsn.com with 1,362 perfect 5-star reviews. So let's talk about the Ultimate Eye Support. The Ultimate Eye Support is perfect for this time of year, going into summer, for the eye health, as we will be in the sun more. We've got higher levels of important and costly ingredients to make this an exceptional value. The Ultimate Eye Support is a comprehensive blend of ingredients to promote healthy vision and to protect those delicate tissues in the eye. Now, let's take a look at what the offer is and what your choices are. And I can tell you all, I don't even have to look. I already know the most popular is always the larger sizes because you get the best value. So you can get 40 capsules. Our HSN price is $27.90. The special is $19.90. Here's what your savings are. Or you can do 120 capsules, you're gonna save $20. If you go to 360, so that's almost a year, you're gonna save $60. 720, you're saving $140. That's a really big deal. Now, we also have the bundles where we're bundling it with our other today special. So it's $360 and $180, you're saving $90. But this is the extra large bundle, which I think most of the people are getting, is a $210 savings. So here is, if purchased separately, because what you're getting is the Ultimate Eye Support and the astaxanthin as $159 and $319. It's $479.70. The today special price, $239.90, you're saving $239.80. So it's basically a half price savings that you have going on today. So this is if, you know, you're getting, like, depending on what size you're getting, these are the bundles. $159.90 and $89.90 for the astaxanthin, and then $249.80. So this today's special price is $149.90, $99.90. So, you know, when we go to purchase our supplements, you really want to go to a trusted source. Andrew Lessman is doing a live remote. I know Colleen is out and did live in Nevada. The factory is powered by the sun. It's a solar powered factory, and it's always super fun to watch the shows. We're gonna have shows throughout the day, 6 a.m. We're gonna do another hour show with Andrew, and when Andrew is in town, we and doing a special here, whether we do a live remote or we're doing from here in our studios here at HSN, we always do these amazing specials. So it really is your time to stock up. Now, we're not doing this on an auto ship offer. I'm really recommending you get the largest size, and also those of you that are getting the bundle, you're gonna get the best value. So when we talk about this, we're talking about savings and we're talking about quality, and that's what Andrew brings to us. And by the way, these are exclusive for us here at HSN. The Ultimate Eye Support, I mean, this is only for us here. This is a great value. It breaks down to about 22 cents a capsule. The Today Special has lots of different sizes, but the best value is always the largest size. And this is the only time this year it's going to be a Today Special. So it's the only time this year it's going to be the, you know, a Today Special with this particular configuration and having this particular one. Now, we talk about, you know, well, should we have the supplement? I want you to think about in your life, how important is your vision? How much of it is, you know, do you depend on? You know, it's interesting that I feel like in life sometimes we don't really appreciate things until we don't have them anymore. Well, it really is important to have that support. And we're talking about summer coming up and that delicate tissue in the eye. This is the perfect time of year to support that with a blend of ingredients to promote healthy vision and protect the delicate tissues of the eye area. By the way, both products are customer picks, and there's over 1,300 5-star reviews of the eye support and over 200 5-star reviews with the astaxanthin. So full presentation is going to be at 6 a.m. Okay, full presentation is going to